What's happening, old school scares? Welcome back to our channel. We're gonna do a quick review of the movie that just came out today, Five Nights at Freddy's. And what I'm excited about this movie is it's actually really fun and really good. I just got finished watching it. It was on Peacock, and this movie is really compelling because it's actually a story about a family that's broken. Even before it became a horror movie in the story, which was really cool. When this movie came out, I didn't really know what to expect. I was fortunate enough to check it out, like I said, on Peacock tonight. It's a beautiful night in New England. I have my outdoor TV. I was watching it outside. It's like 68 degrees out, guys. There's an absolutely gorgeous full moon out tonight. I've got my buddies over here in the yard hunt, but we were just watching the movie. And what I would think about the movie and what I want to share with you without giving you any spoilers is it's a really compelling family story. It's very well made. The acting is very good. You have good actors in the movie, like Josh Hutcherson from The Hunger Games, Matthew Lillard, who's very famous from like the Scream movies and 13 Ghosts, Mary Stuart Masterson, and then we have some young up-and-coming actresses that do a really nice job. But it's a really good story. Like at the very beginning of the story, we see Mike, who's played by Josh Hutcherson. He's our main character, and he's struggling with life. You come to learn out fairly quickly in the movie that Mike's little brother was kidnapped when he was little in front of him, and it really destroyed the family. And what I liked about this movie is these characters are very realistic. Mary Stuart Masterson's the aunt who's trying to get custody of his younger sister for the money. There's kind of a seedy, nasty character, really a secondary character, but a really good villain. Then you also obviously have Freddy itself. So you have this restaurant that was out, Freddy Fast Burgers, which has been closed since the 80s because a bunch of kids disappeared. What was interesting when I was watching this movie is also this movie, I don't know where it takes place exactly, but it does feel like it takes place in probably the late 90s, early 2000s. You've got the older cars, you've got the older cell phones, you look at the TV they're watching, it's a CRT TV with like a DVD player and a VHS player. So it takes place a little earlier, which helps a little bit with some understanding, like, lack of cell phone use, reception, different things like that. But I think once you get into the movie, there's a couple of really cool things. One is, let's talk about the elephant in the room. This movie is going up against two other movies that came out since this movie was announced originally it was going to be made. And you had, the Banana Splits movie, which was another animatronic movie, and the Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage, which is just a crazy movie where you hire Nick Cage in a movie and don't give him any dialogue. That's a different movie for a different story, and we'll talk about that in the future. But this movie's better than both of those. Across the board, the story's better, the acting is better, the animatronics are really, really good. And what's cool about this movie is while it's scary, it's not super scary. Like, I think this is a family horror movie. It's PG-13. A 10-year-old could watch it. There's not a lot of gore, very little blood in the movie. There's no nudity. There's, not a lot of bad language. It's just a really good entry-level horror movie for the family that's well done. It's scary enough. The story's compelling enough where I cared about the characters in the movie. It's got a pretty good twist ending. And I think as you go through and watch it, it's a movie you'll enjoy. I think it's a great movie for Halloween. And again, it's on Peacock for free. You can go see it in the big screen. I don't know if I'd recommend seeing it in the movie theater. I don't think there's anything visually that's compelling enough to say, oh, I wish I saw it on the giant screen, or I wish I had the better surround sound system. I just think it's a really good movie you can throw on Peacock and enjoy the heck out of with a family. I think it's a great watch heading into Halloween season. So please check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I did quite a bit. Like I said, it's a movie that's way better than it has any right to be. So that's it, guys. Thanks for checking out the channel. My buddy here says thank you. I would just ask, if you haven't done it so far, please hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, stay scary.